Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of time management and scheduling. Productivity is essentially the amount of work that you can do in as least amount of time as possible within a sustainable system. When we're talking about productivity, there are many variables that we need to take into consideration. Goal setting, task and project management, the amount of output, your level of motivation, and all of that. But one major mistake that most people who want to be productive make is that they focus too much on the output as opposed to the amount of time that they're putting into their work. Keep in mind that time is the one resource in this world that you can't buy, sell, or haggle for. That's why you should always value whatever time that you're given. A productivity system isn't just made up of the amount of work that you have to do. It's mostly about how much time in a day you're actually devoting to your work. I can make the argument that a person who works just 5 hours every day but still finds the time to foster relationships and engage in hobbies and interests and exercise for their physical fitness are more productive than people who stay at the office for like 50 or 60 hours a week. In this video, we're going to talk more about why time management and scheduling are so important for your personal productivity. The number one benefit of time management is that it gives you more time to spend on your favorite hobbies and interests. So you get to spend more time doing things beyond your work. If you adhere to a strict schedule for the work that you have, you can also actively devote more time to things that you want to do on the side. In my case, I like to read books and I have a book review podcast. Subscribe to Fiction Friends if you haven't done so yet. I also like to spend time on my physical fitness. I'm also running this YouTube channel, and I like to spend a lot of my downtime just playing video games, watching movies, or spending time with my friends and loved ones. The reason I'm able to carve time out for all of these things is because I'm able to manage them properly through my schedule. I also don't feel guilty about spending time away from work because I know that I've already allocated the appropriate amount of hours to my work, which is writing. If I didn't stick to a schedule, it would be so easy to blur the lines between work and play, especially within a work from home situation. But since I have a solid schedule in place, I'm able to delineate my work hours from my play hours appropriately. The second benefit of time management and scheduling is that you get to focus more of your energy into doing actual tasks. When you think of productivity, you often think of that athlete who's working so hard at the gym and moving an enormous amount of weight in rapid succession. But you don't really think about the time or the effort that it takes to create a training program or a workout regimen to plan all of the days and weeks ahead in advance. You might be thinking of the writer who is slaving away at his computer writing page after page that are filled with hundreds of words. But you don't think about the time and energy that that writer put into brainstorming a topic and researching that topic and creating an outline for what they're trying to write. The process of doing and the process of deciding what to do are two very different tasks that require very different levels of energy and focus. It's very important that you are able to segregate these two processes appropriately within your productivity system. Approximately 10% of your time should be dedicated to time management and scheduling all of your events, tasks, and projects throughout the day. And then the remaining 90% of your time should be dedicated to the actual execution of your plan. So every night, just take a few minutes up to an hour to just think about and organize every time block that you're going to have for the following day. Think about all of the tasks that you have to accomplish, the meetings that you have to attend, and all of the projects that you need to plan for. This way, when you wake up the next day, you won't have to waste any of your time or energy into thinking about what you have to do. You just go immediately into doing. You won't aimlessly be jumping around from one task to another without any sense of structure or rhythm. It's really just a matter of executing all of the things that your past self has already planned out for you. The third benefit to time management and scheduling is that you keep yourself from procrastinating. In an earlier video, we talked about how procrastination is something that the human mind is naturally programmed to do. However, you can fight off your tendency to procrastinate by implementing a strict schedule for yourself. If you schedule just 2 hours every day to the completion of a long-term project, then that's going to keep you from waiting until the very last minute to do all of your work, which is something that a lot of us tend to do a lot of the time. It will enable you to produce small efforts towards a singular task every single day day so consistently, and all of these small efforts that are done consistently will add up to the completion of a big project. If you want to learn more about tackling procrastination, please do check out that video. I'm going to link it somewhere here. And the fourth benefit of time management and scheduling is that you get to reduce your stress and anxiety. When I first started hitting it big as a writer, I found myself having so many projects rolling in, and I experienced a lot of stress and anxiety attacks about them. And at that time, I thought it was mostly about the amount of work that I had to do. But then I realized it was more of I felt like I was losing control over my own time. I didn't have a strict schedule that I was following. I still had my hobbies like exercise and reading. I was starting a company at the time. And I still had all of my writing projects that required all of my attention and effort. But I didn't really subscribe to any kind of proper time map or project flow. So I always found myself feeling like I didn't have enough time in the day to do everything that I had to do. It's only when I sat down and scheduled my tasks appropriately wherein I discovered that I had more control over my time than I had initially thought. I just needed to sequence my tasks and projects properly, and it gave me a better sense of relief and control over my time. Eventually, the anxiety attacks started disappearing, and I felt a lot more confident and energetic about the work that I was doing. Naturally, a byproduct of having better mental health is also producing better work. Sometimes it's not true that you don't have the time to do the things that you have to do. Once you take the time to really sit down and think about all of the things that are on your plate, you will realize that you have a lot more time on your hands than you may have initially thought. And you will be surprised at how much you're actually capable of doing in a day. And that's about it for this video. Time management and scheduling have really helped me with my personal productivity. I know we talked about why it's important to manage your time and your schedule in this video. And I promise I'm going to come out with a video soon about how I manage my personal time and the tips and tricks that I use to schedule my tasks, events, and projects effectively. Ultimately, time management and scheduling is the main reason that I'm able to do everything that I want to do every day. And I'm hoping that this video will help you out to do the same. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. It will really help. I'm still in the beginning processes of growing this channel, so any help that you can give me would be greatly appreciated. So again, that's it for this video. I hope to see you guys around again soon.